I'm now going to use a number U855 mule's foot tool to do the feathers on the top of the wing. Please notice that I'm doing it right along the edge of the other feathers we did. Now we will continue to make rows of these feathers. And as we go up, we will not strike as hard so that we can have a lighter looking or smaller looking feather. As we get up to the head, we will make them lighter, and we will fan them to go out from the head, as you can see. We will do that all around the head. Not necessary to strike real hard here now, just hard enough so that we can create the texture. And as we go around, we'll take the feathers pointing upward. Very lightly. And it's important to keep the tool headed in the right direction. Once again, I'm going to take my 702 beveler and I'm going to bevel around the eye socket, as you can see, so that the eyes will be set back in more as they are on an owl. Now, as you can see, I have beveled on the outside of the claws, the feet, and the limb, and I have used the 702 checkered beveler. This is how our owl looks to this point. We will now use the swivel knife to put some detail on the owl. I will use the knife to simulate some hair here on the mustache. Just put random cuts that run along with the direction of the mustache. We will do the same thing up on the eyebrows. And we'll do some end cuts up on the ears. Now on each of the feathers, we'll do some cuts on the edge. Just some random cuts. And we'll do them in the same direction as we did with the stamping, or with the 202 left and right bevelers as they came out. And we'll do them on one side and the other side. I will also do some of the shortcuts on these wing feathers. And now with a point of my modeling spoon, I'm going to add some grain texture to the limb. And I will also use it to round off this limb slightly. And I'll add some texture to the feet as well. And here's our owl, pretty well finished except for some matting and backgrounding. To make our owl stand out from the background, I'm now going to use my favorite E294 matting tool, and I will start by going real close to the outer perimeter, as you see me doing here, and you notice it creates a real nice texture and makes the owl stand out more. Now, the next row I'll do a little bit lighter, and then I'll go back some more and make it even lighter so that it diminishes to nothing. I'll do the same thing over here. Notice each time I hit the tool, I rotate it some. This is so that I don't create a pattern. I want texture, but not necessarily a pattern. Now I'll come back, put a second row in, and a third row even lighter. Now also notice that each time I pick the tool up, I actually do pick it up as opposed to just walking it. Because we're not doing a beveler now, we're doing a texture. So if we did a walking motion with this tool, it would leave kind of like streaks, and that's what we do not want. We just want the texture, and as you can see, it's causing our owl to stand out nicely. So we will continue this all the way around the owl. Finally, I'm going to use a number A104 background tool, and I will use it in these pointed areas to stamp that down and make sure that we get our look that we want. And there's a little area in the bottom of the front here above the branch that I'd like to texture a little bit. I'll just lightly use the A104 in there and stamp that down ever so slightly. And that's it. The owl is finished, all ready for your favorite coloring and finishing techniques.